step on right now, but if you leave your day, you're not gonna get back to you eventually. You take a vacation once in a while. Usually takes about a week. Did you hear what I just said? Okay. What part of Facebook did I recall? I'm starting to wonder if your family studied next to you. They can learn to write. Communicate. Call once in a while. You to send a postcard. That would be beneficial. Because some of you forget that when you're deployed, it's okay to blow off everybody back home. They're not trophies. Who told you that? You need to learn how to write. Because when you get back home, that part of the movie, The Guardian, that's fact, not fiction. The chair scene in the beginning of the movie, you want that to happen? Well, you better learn how to write. Because people care about you back home. They give a lot of sacrifices, not just you. Yes, y'all married to your work and everything else. But y'all better learn how to write those back home or married to you. Got that? Okay. Just making sure. Anyway, kids, it's bedtime story. That's right, Casanovas bedtime story.
As you can see, could have been squared away. Why should everybody else have all the fun? How about it? Supporting UK University sports. Yeah, drop by sometime. Yeah, Care Bear to heart. Everybody else around the world. I thought I'd show you some research I developed. There's a big old guy with stars somewhere around here. He's been wondering what kind of projects I've been up to. The kind of projects that make the average scientist feel like a kindergartner who just graduated from school. Oh, I'm the kind of person that will walk up to a teacher and say, why can't we do it this way? Then give him or her a hug and tell her to her face it's time to call it a day. God bless you teachers all over the world who fill hearts and minds and lighten the younger generation all over the world. Just see it in movies. First runner-up, science and develop. People should embrace science, not fear it. Do you know why? I'll give you a hint. Because if it weren't for NASA, science, rockets, and everything else wouldn't be possible. Not just monitoring underground seismic activity like this one. You or anybody science-wise recognize this mountain in the Philippines? Well, them little nice little instruments that are seismic activity supposed to monitoring that mountain need some kind of polish. You know, Mother Nature gets to them, they start to rust. Before you know it, you have a volcano eruption. I can draw you a nice little picture where that volcano eruption might take place. Because if y'all don't keep an eye on it, it might be 12 times Hiroshima. It makes Mount St. Helens look easy. I don't want that to happen, so keep watching. And every other mountain around the world. I want y'all to say budget cuts and all. Yeah, well, it'll be having to run out of a village with your head on end trying to figure out why there's lava coming down a volcano when you had no warning. Saving lives that need saving. Care, Bear, care. I mean, family in the Philippines and everywhere else. Tsunami watchtowers using through solar reflecting power sensors. You don't just see those things floating in the ocean. They're relaying light so ships come by, they don't end up hitting a reef. Those kind of radar sensors. You imagine using solar instead of actual battery powered operated ones. Solar power, check that out. Who would think of that? You could see a tsunami coming at 990 miles away. Who would think that? We'll need to see a solar power energy floating device and the signal right back. So if the signal is disrupted, that means what's coming exactly? You would get a early warning system. Was that ever put into effect, anybody? I think so. Just never tested. Don't just see this stuff in movies. Mars. You ever seen the greenhouse effect? Maybe they all should dig underground first and then repopulate. species, huh? Seen Wrath of Khan, the movie, perfect example. The underground scene where that nice scientist says, "Let me show you something that'll make you feel young and whole again." You know, that might be a few points. Lamps, greenhouse effect, have a greenhouse building, hence the solar on top relays the solar energy down below, 3 miles down. You have nice plants growing. Then you have cloud formation and everything else. Now, who would think all that up? Golly, somebody who's barely your age. Moving right along. Bedtime stories. Other than playing, sharing, here's a game. Chess, backgammon. Can't go on there. I have one in my living room. It's just I'm not just reading the Bible and watching football. Go Dallas. Or U.S.A. or volunteering here and there on posts and giving back and running around my head cop. Trying to keep people employed all over. Here in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. That's 20 minutes from Post, where I live. And let's choose a bedtime story for you Care Bear kids. You tell her this. God knows you've been patient, waiting, pulling your mom and dad's hair. When is Casanova going to be on? I can imagine how many times you say that backwards. Care Bear kids, Casanova when? It's just like going places to the mall with your parents and asking, are we there yet? You don't just see that on The Simpsons. Says you, backseat driver. Over there yet. Bambi, The Secret Adventure. Dun, 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 dun. Ta-da. By Walt Disney. Dun, dun, dun. You ever seen Bambi on Walt Disney movie? Can't go right there. Early one morning, Thumper hopped over to a thicket. Bambi, Bambi, wake up. The bunny whispered to the sleeping fawn. Bambi stirred and gave a great big yawn. I'll be right there, he mumbled. He stood up sleepily. I have to tell my mother where we're going. You can't do that, Thumper said. It's a secret. Besides, he never let us go. The friend hopped off to find Flower. A few minutes later, Bambi and Thumper spotted their skunk. Friend, good morning, Flower, they said. Thumper wants to go on a secret adventure. Bambi said, do you want to come along? Oh, gosh, I do. Flower said shyly, but would you tell me what we're doing? Bambi looked at Thumper eagerly and wanted to do. Thumper puffed up his chest and said proudly, I want to show you what the beavers build on water. Bambi and Flower looked at each other. They didn't understand how anyone could build something on water, but it sure sounded exciting. The three friends didn't notice a red bird perched on a branch above them. The bird was a friend, other friend, of Bambi's mother. He flew to her and told her where the young prince was headed. Maybe it would be good for Bambi and his friends to explore the forest on their own, Bambi. Mother told the birds whose name was Red, would you mind keeping an eye on them? Red agreed and then flew off to tell the Thumper's mother. Meanwhile, Thumper and Flower were hard at work, trying to push Bambi through a tight thicket. He was stuck. Why are we going this way? Bambi asked. Shh. Thumper whispered, we can't go the regular way. We are really too close to the meadow where all the bunnies bury, including my mom, he explained quietly. If she sees us, she'll say, I love to look after my silly sister. Suddenly, some branches gave way, and the three princes fell out onto the meadow. Check that out, for all you trying to learn how to read. Get back here. I can bring it close up. You see Bambi and his mom? Look at that. Now, when y'all get a chance, y'all go see Walt Disney in Florida, okay? Bring your parents, your grandparents, your families. Unfortunately, you can't bring a cat or dog. That wouldn't roll over too well. When you get to Busch Gardens, you're heading in the right direction. Orlando, Florida. Walt Disney. You'll get the picture. Beautifully drawn, isn't it? Some parents are asking, when is Care Bear going to come out with a bedtime story? Written, published. You know what? Everything else. Art in motion, not just behind a camera. Amazing multi-talented. Mammy, Thumper, and Flower quickly ran back into the bushes. They peeked out to see if the bunnies had spotted them. No one is looking at us, Thumper said. My mom is talking with her friend. Red, I think we're safe. Come on, let's go. You see Thumper? Look at him. Thumper. But they had been spotted. Thumper's sister had seen everything. They wanted to know what their big brother was up to, so they followed him. So did Red. The three friends continued walking through the woods. Soon they came to a stream. Thumper looked around. Was not sure where to go next. Uh-oh. What happens when you get lost, kids, at the mall? What do? Go to the nearest desk and ask for help. Don't see your parents standing there in one place, which is the best idea. Stand there in one place. Hopefully they'll come back and look for see you right there. Go to the nearest front customer service desk and ask them to call your parents' names. They'll eventually come find you. Okay, thank you. Best way to get up. 41. Suddenly, a bear with big teeth and a large flat tail walked up to them. Who are you? Bambi asked. My name is Slap, the beaver said. Where are you going? Thumper hopped for it. I wanted to show my friends what the beavers build on the river, he explained. We call it a dam, said Slap, and I can show you the way. See what beavers do? They build dams. Watch. A little while later, they arrived at the dam. Here we are, Slap said proudly. Everywhere along the river, the beavers were busy, somewhere in the water pushing logs, while others were chopping down streets with their strong teeth. You see that? They built a big old dam. The beavers do. Followed by, come out onto the dam. Slap offered Thumper and Flower went first, and Bambi followed a bit unstable on his legs. Soon they were balancing on the log among the working beavers. Hey, this is fun, Thumper shouted. Why do they call you Slap? Flower asked their new beaver. Friendly, shyly, I'll show you. I'll slap. She started the logs with a flat tail. I'm the best slapper in the whole river, he explained. The dam shook and shook when the beaver was slapping Help Help Thumper. Four little voices suddenly cried. It was Thumper. Thumper, sisters, younger sisters, they had gone out on the dams and started to shake. Now on the log they were sitting on one was floating away. Oh no, my sisters, Thumper explained. We have to rescue them. Hurry, they are headed toward the water, Slap shouted. All the beavers jumped into the water and quickly swam away toward the log. High above, Red flew off to tell Mama Bunny and Bambi's mother. You see that? Trying to catch up to him. Look at that. Thumper and sister held on to each other and tried to balance so they would not fall into the river, but they were getting close to the waterfall. A few minutes later, Slap and the two other beavers reached the runaway log. They slapped their tails with all their might, and slowly but surely they got the log to the river bank. Bambi stood in the water with Thumper perched on his head. One by one, Thumper pulled his sisters to safety. Once everyone was back on the land, Thumper thanked the bravers for the bravery. You're welcome, said Slap. Can you find your way home from here? Nothing to it, Thumper said. We live just around that thicket. And to the right, Thumper began to lead the others throughout the woods, but he couldn't seem to find the path home, so they kept walking and walked. After a while, it began to get dark. The trees blocked the light from the fading sun. The branches swayed, casting scary shadows all around. Thumper, Bambi said, I think we might be lost. Oh, don't be silly, the Thumper said, looking back at his friends. It's just like in the daytime. Only darker. There's nothing to be afraid of, especially when you're with the bravest rabbit in the forest. Suddenly, Thumper hopped into something. Ah, he screamed. Luckily, it was not a monster that Thumper had run into. It was his own mother. She and Babby and Mother had finally found him. See that? Imagine what happens when you get found. Look at that. Oh, I'm so glad you are safe, cried Bambi's mother as she led them into the meadow, where there was more sunlight. Red was keeping an eye on you. He told us what happened. Until now, that the friend had not noticed the bird who was flitting in the air above. Thumper's mother tapped her foot angrily. Thumper, what does your father always tell you? Thumper looked down at the ground. He didn't like to be scolded and never go off on your own without telling someone first, he replied. That's right, Thumper, Mother said. You are almost promised never do that again. They all agreed, though Thumper didn't seem to be happy about it. Good, said Bambi's mother. Now let's go home. The sun has started to set. Soon the group returned home. Good night, everyone. Flower said, good night, Flower. The others called, good night, Bambi. Flower is whom in the Walt Disney movie? Thus come. That's right. Good night, Thumper, Bambi replied. Then he whispered, thanks for taking me on a sacred adventure. Thumper smiled. He and his family went to their burrow. Soon the bunny was fast asleep, dreaming of his next adventure. Not far away, Bambi's eyelids fluttered shut. It had been a long and exciting day, and he was tired. Moonlight beamed over the meadow, and everything in the forest was still peacefully light. See? Casanova Care Bear Cares just read you a bedtime story. Aw, you thought it was over? For tea, for your little treats, and your dolls, and your teddy bears. I give you a few seconds. Remember, don't drive your parents too crazy. Dun-dun-dun. And when you go to the nearest library or the library on post, the bar library here at Fort Knox, Kentucky, BAR Library, you can check out the children's section. They'd be delighted to show you all kinds of brand new books, especially for those who have parents who are deployed. My heart goes out to you. I know it's not easy. It's not easy at all being away from your kids and those that love you. Hang in there. Care, care, care. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, at least here in this nice little channel of a big channel that can turn some people get real creative. They break out that big projector, and next thing you know, you got a theater system right there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you thought it was a blank screen for a minute there. No, it's a movie-sized theater that's showing my pretty face everywhere, all over the world, especially those deployed. Golly, there's some woman in the middle of the darn customer service area chair sitting there eating popcorn. She's turning bright red. Holy smokes. Any closer, we'd be really squared away because I'd be sitting right next to you at a Starbucks, acting a part in the thing, the movie. Look at this mumbo jumbo. Who made this anyway? I paid $5 for this? Are you kidding me? Y'all are looking scared. Squared away. God bless y'all. Obviously someone who cares about you, or he wouldn't be standing here saying all this by himself. Now say it 3 times backwards. Well, damsels in distress. When Dumbo reached the top of the top. You ever seen Dumbo, the Walt Disney movie? I thought I'd see this one. Dun, 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 dun. Dumbo, a brand new act. Camels, horses, elephants, and bears stepped out of the circus train as it pulled. How many of you been to a circus in real life, in person? Any of you? I know I have. It's an amazing performance. Y'all should go see one. Sometimes they come near during the summertime. You can get your great, nice little cotton candy and sit there and watch some tricks happen. You should go see one. Camels, horses, elephants, and bears stepped out of the circus train. As it pulled into a town, the big top 10 went up. Performers began to practice. Everyone was busy getting ready for the circus first show. Everyone that is except Dumbo, the flying elephant. He just watched quietly. Hey, Dumbo, Why so glum? Timothy Mouse, he asked. Oh, Paz, I know, he said. You're tired of your act, aren't you? I suppose you want to try something new, something more exciting. Dumbo nodded. He and Timothy stepped into the tent. They saw pretty white horses rehearsing their act. Dumbo loved watching the horses prance around the ring. To their fancy bed dresses and saddles. I think you'd be good at this, Timmy told his friend. You could be Dumbo, the elegant elephant. Timothy fastened a saddle and a bridle and feather onto Dumbo. Now just keep your head up, he instructed. You'll be great. Dumbo stepped into the ring with the horses. The circus monkeys had followed Dumbo into the tent. They thought that elephant looked silly marching with horses, so they started giggling. Dumbo didn't pay any attention to them. He just focused on the act. But after a few minutes, he tripped over his ears and fell on the elephant, looked at Timothy Mouse and shrugged. Don't worry, Dumbo. The mouse said, we'll find a new act that's more your style. See that? They're trying to get an act. A performance in the circus. Look at that. That's what I just read right there. Oh, you trying to learn how to read? Huh? It helps. Stage. The two friends went back to another ring inside the tent and watched the trapeze artist swing above them. Your ears won't get in the way here, Timothy explained. Dumbo the acrobatic elephant has a nice ring to it. After the performers were done, Dumbo flew to the platform and grabbed a trapeze. 1, 2, 3, go, Timothy shouted as Dumbo swung through the air. Timothy pushed a second trapeze toward him. The little elephant caught it with his trunk. But now he was stuck in midair, holding two trapezes that swung from opposite sides of the ring. Let's go one trapeze, Timothy yelled, but Dumbo couldn't hear. Let go, the mouse repeated. Dumbo let go of both trapezes at the same time. He fell toward the net below. When he landed, the net sank way, way down. Then whoosh, Dumbo bounced way, way up and fell toward the top of the tent. The monkey shrieked aloud. Dumbo was going flying. When Dumbo reached to the top of the tent, he began to fly. Way to go, Timothy called as the elephant flew toward him. The monkeys cheered. A few minutes later, Dumbo spotted the bear family entering the ring. The youngest bear was learning a new act. Too, he was trying to roll a barrel while balancing on it. It wasn't easy, but at last he succeeded. Then Timothy and Dumbo watched his entire bear family rehearse their act. The bears juggled while they rode. Unicycles, it looks like lots of fun. You see that? Imagine bears trying to juggle balls. Tall, big and small. Look at that. Timothy stroked his chin thoughtfully. I bet you could do this. You could be Dumbo, the bouncing elephant. So Dumbo hopped on a unicycle. At first he was a little wobbly, then he got the balance and began to pedal his Dumbo rode proudly across the ring. But he was so excited that he forgot to watch where he was going. He was headed straight toward the snack bar. Dumbo, look out, Timothy shouted. Dumbo didn't know how to stop though. Bam! The unicycle hit the side of the ring. The little elephant sailed through the air and landed in the snack bar with a crack. Dumbo wasn't hurt, but he was covered in cotton candy. Oh dear, Timothy was trying to swipe off the mess. You need a good bath. Hurry, it's almost showtime. Imagine getting a bath by a mouse. Hello, friend. See that? Yeah, serious cleaning. Lucky. Dumbo went to clean up in the tub just outside the tent. The band began to rehearse, and one of the monkeys stuck a banana in a tube. When the tuba played a blew a note, the banana flew out, and another monkey caught it. Dumbo and Timothy saw what had happened and couldn't stop laughing. Then the elephant had an idea. When the band left to change into their uniforms, Dumbo filled his trunk with soapy water and poured it into the band instruments. The band returned shortly after and began to play as they marched into the circus ring. Continuing on. With every note bubbles poured out of the instruments, the audience went crazy. Then Dumbo filled his trunk with soapy water and flew in the circus ring. The audience cheered wildly as he soared over them. He blew bubbles until the circus was filled with air. Everyone loved that. They clapped and waved and tried to catch the bubbles. You see that? Where was? Bubble party, there you go. Try to catch all them bubbles as the musicians play. You see that? Wow, Timothy exclaimed when Dumbo's performance was over. You heard Dumbo, the flying over the bubbles. I think you're finally found an act that's just your style. Dumbo smiled happily. It was a great way to end the day. The Now what are you supposed to be doing? I should be in bed just like my son right now. Does he listen to dear old dad when he's all excited? Sometimes he'll find his way under a blanket, knowing that his father loves him very, very much, and know he's watching, or at least I hope he's watching, not being deprived of watching. God bless my son and everybody else around the world. I miss him a great deal. Right here at home, Fort Knox, Kentucky. If you ever come to Elizabethtown, you should stop by. They have General Patton Museum, all kinds of places. General Patton, come by. He's the greatest general in World War II. Look him up sometime online. General Patton Museum. Can't go wrong. It's on post, yeah, but once you get through and you have a military friend, they'll be able to help you direct you to the nearest museum. It's quite a way. Speaking of which, I hope you all get ready to say your prayers. Now, now you lay me down to sleep, O Lord, watch over me, my soul to keep. May you watch over me night and day, O Lord. I pray. My heart this day. Casanova and everybody, family, the world, and on with the Padre. Amen. Amen. God be with you and your family. Those without parents, I hope you find parents worthy of you. 3 wishes are coming. I'm thinking about it. I'll keep writing. You never know. Casanova might be a parent for you. There's a hint. Now, who in the right mind would do something like that? Only a real friend. See, I'll be good. I'm checking the list. Who's naughty or not? Trust me. Keep wishing, keep praying. There are people out there who want to be a friend to someone like you, to play ball with, to grow old with. God bless them for trying. God bless them for doing so. You ever look up? All kinds of things. There are things to do outside playing. Baseball, basketball, sports, you name it. And going to parks, malls that don't cost much money. Getting to know each other. Takes two, not one. And remember, learn to share your toys. Don't be selfish. Your brothers and sisters love you as much as you love them. Right here at home. My heart to you. God bless you all. Have a great night.